here.
I don't know why t-shirts halfway up my back here.
I curse all the time.
So do I, but I try to stop.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Mad About Herself podcast with me, Alana Kerrigan, and today's guest, Anna Crawford.
Hi. I don't know what camera to look at.
Well,
That's your camera.
Oh, right. Hi.
Everybody's camera. And that's a lot.
Fair enough.
don't worry, we'll get used to it. How are you, Anna?
Good.
Good. I'm so delighted you're here. It's nice to finally meet you
I
because
know.
we've actually not met before.
No. And our first interaction was maybe not the best.
Why?
Remember I thought I had copied one of your series on TikTok and I was like, I'm so sorry.
That's why I like you, you know. How long?
I was
We'll
mortified.
introduce you
Yeah.
first. So this is Anna Crawford. Anna, can you tell us who you are, a wee bit about yourself?
I am a hot mom from County Armagh. I have a 2-year-old and I am currently up to duff with my second child, which is very soon to make an arrival.
Brilliant. Hopefully not today.
Not today.
Not here.
No
Not in
time
the
today.
nice white mat.
Fully booked today.
So our first interaction, I actually thought that was wild funny because I had just started a series on TikTok and Instagram about sorting my house out,
Yeah.
falling in love with my home. And you started a series around the same time.
Next thing I was like, I hate this house and I'm going to fix everything to make me love it because it's not our forever home where we are. It's tiny. And I keep saying to you, I was like, we need to buy a bigger house, but it's so expensive. And I was like, do you know what? Like, for a lack of pound, I'll be able to do this up myself. And I started this series. I'm going to do this up. Next thing, Alana came on my For You page and I was like, oh my God, this girl is actually going to hate me. So before she got a chance to hate me, I messaged her first.
I hadn't even seen your video and you were all
I had
here.
only done like one. And I was like,
But I liked your name better. Yours was That'll Do Right.
that'll do it. Sure, I haven't even done that sets. I'm too busy.
You're too busy.
And I'm fed up with the house. I'm like, right, I need to move out.
Oh, but you know, has your nesting not kicked in?
It did about 6 weeks ago and I'd bleached everything downstairs. And I mean skirting boards, the walls, the leather box was bleached. And see now, it's an absolute shithole again. So no, it hasn't kicked back in again.
Oh, do you know what? It'll come back. And if it doesn't, it's grand because Wayne's are going to dirty the
If
house.
it's dead on, I am at the point now, I just don't care. I really don't care. And I know my mummy loves cleaning and she will be, as soon as I have this child, she'll be in my house cleaning everything anyway. So
That's what's wrong, you're spoiled.
I know.
You've no need to do it yourself.
She does normally make me help. Like I would have to do it with her, but I'll have an excuse.
You'll be recovering.
Recover.
So this is baby number 2.
Number 2.
What age is Ellie?
She turned 2 last month. So she's wild card like.
That's such a lovely age difference, but
I think so. I did want to keep it close, but not too close. But I just ready now and then, yeah,
that's you, do you think then?
I think.
I said that.
I would say 99% because you never know what could happen. Anything could happen.
Hormones is what happens.
Broodiness.
Aye, it does come back. I had a year and a half between my first and second and I was like, that's it. That's us done. And then we got married and I was like, oh,
Another one.
just one more.
Do no harm.
Aye.
We do not have the room for another one.
No.
We really wouldn't. So
You really would have to move on to a bigger house then.
we will anyway. But I think 2's plenty for me personally.
Well, sure, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. How's your pregnancy been?
All right. It's hard with a toddler. Really hard. Like with Ali, I was flying, like, because I was working full time and I was 100% great, never sick, nothing, glowing. And this time I am more exhausted and I'm not even working. Do you know, in an office, like, I am so exhausted. Like, Ali has learnt how to open the front door. Like, I went up the other day for a pee, literally 30 seconds, and I came down my front door wide open and her out running, no socks and shoes on, up and down our driveway in the pissing rain.
Oh,
And I was like, I actually can't keep up with her anymore right now. But it wasn't too bad at the start. Like, Ali is a real good child, but she is just feral now. And I'm like, you're a wingnut and
that's the age.
I am struggling.
That's the age. My early's 2 as well. And I actually can't think of anything worse than having a baby along with him right now. Not to put you off, you can't send them back neither.
No, you can't send them back. There's no receipts companies.
But see, to be fair, I had only a year and a half between the first 2 and I think I've maybe just blocked it out now. Like when I look back, I'm like, oh, that was a lovely wee time.
But you do forget.
Aye.
Like like after my birth with Ali was awful, and I remember thinking after, that's me. I can't go through that again. And then, a year and a half later, it was all right, wasn't it? I could do it again. I'll do it again, sure. You forget.
Aye. How was it? Did you obviously had a hospital birth? Did you?
Yeah.
And you're doing that again.
If you think I'm going to give birth in my house, think
Oh,
again.
I did that.
Did you?
Aye.
No, Alana, no. No. Like, see the second I feel a tiny trickle down my leg, I will be clocked outside of Craigavon Hospital.
Aye.
Yeah.
But so what? Tell me about birth the first time then. Did you go yourself naturally or?
No, I was 41 weeks and I was induced and it was just awful. Like, it just 0 to 100 in the matter of like 2 hours. From nothing. Like, I was not, I don't know when she would have came on her own, if she ever would have came on her own at this point. I don't know, because she was not for moving and it was just awful.
Was it the pessarize that you used or?
I don't know what it, like the balloon or something to begin with, but that didn't even do anything. And then it went on to the drip and that's when it ramped up. But then they'd like lost her heart rate in the middle of it, but you don't really, nobody talks to you about it. There's nothing, like nobody sits with you for an hour after and tells you what actually just happened there now, because like the next thing they were hitting like the emergency button and like about 9 people running in and I'm sitting there like in stirrups looking up at the ceiling going, I honestly don't know what's happening down there right now. So they had to use forceps. I did not want forceps. And it was the only thing I said no, I didn't want. So whenever they said like we're gonna have to like cut you and use forceps, I was like no, and they were like it's either that or you're getting a C-section right now. And I was like just use forceps because I was too far gone. I was like just get the child out now at this point. But I think my labour was like 4 hours start to finish, and like she was yanked out of me. Like I was not pushing no harm. It was awful.
See, you said there about you kind of wish somebody would have sat with you and like explained what happened. I don't know about your area, like trust area, but I know where I am in the Western Trust, you can request that afterwards. Like
there is something to ask for, but even then, like nobody tells you, before you leave the hospital, like nobody says, look, if you want to talk to anybody about this, like this is what you do. And even whenever I went for like my 6-week checkup, which I booked myself because I wasn't even healing after, like it took about 3 months for me to fully heal back again. And like the doctor was just like, what are you in for? And I was like, well, I just gave birth 6 weeks ago. Like, do you not do a checkup? And she was like, well, how you feeling?
Yeah.
It was nothing to do
on any
with
contraception.
And that was it. And I was like, no, because I knew you would have wanted another one at some stage, but I couldn't bear the thought of anybody down round there at that stage. Get away. No.
I know. No, I actually, my first birth was pretty traumatic as well. But I did have a really lovely second birth experience.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I didn't do any kind of debrief or anything between the first and second either, but I did do a lot of hypnobirthing and kind of mentally preparing.
Yeah.
And I had my birth partner really well prepped to like what I wanted and what to say.
Hasn't a clue.
You sit down there and you talk to him about it.
Although, because you're just see when you're lying there, you're useless.
Well, their job really, your birth partner, is to advocate for you. Because I felt like, especially with my first child, they just didn't care in that moment.
Yeah.
I wasn't a priority. They were just like, let's get this baby out safe, and it doesn't matter if she's left traumatized at the end.
That's 100% it.
And I mean, for the most part, of course you want a healthy baby.
Yeah.
But you can't forget about the mummy and the fact that she's got to live with that. Like I had trauma after that first birth. Now I did have a really lovely second birth also in the hospital.
Yeah.
So lovely that I decided the third time, I don't need the hospital, I'm just going to do it in the house.
Alana, you could not pay me enough money to give birth in my house. You couldn't pay me enough money to give birth anywhere except the hospital.
Right.
Not for me, like. No. Give me everything going. I need it all.
Well, fair enough. And do you know what? It's for everybody to make a choice. Like,
100%.
I had in the hospital the first 2 times I had the gas and air.
Is that it?
Mm.
I ain't got it actually died.
You only think that.
Give me that epidural now.
Did you have fun the first
Yeah.
time? See, but then that can affect the pushing and the all that there.
It's just disaster.
So you're going to have it again, do you think?
I don't know. I was consultant led the first time and a midwife led this time. So I don't know.
Would you have a water birth?
Absolutely not.
No.
No. Just I would love to go in, chill out and home the same day. That's what I want.
You could do that in the water bath. In the water bath? I did that in the pool in the house. Well, we're going to agree to disagree on this one. Like.
No, just get the chill out and let me go home quick.
But you see, with my home birth, you actually had the option of having the gas and air. And because I knew that's all I used in the hospital, I
Yeah.
said, sure, I'll be grand, the gas and air's there. But then the midwives didn't turn up on time. My fault. I left it too late to ready.
Yeah.
My births happened really, really fast. And they were here about 7 minutes. And I was like, get me that gas and air. And they were just about getting it set up. And the baby was here. But sure, it was grand.
You're dead on. I think I try to remind myself years ago when there was nothing, people just done it. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what your body's made for.
There's a really good book. It's called Ina May's Guide to Childbirth. And it's by a midwife called Ina May. And she worked in this place, I think they called it the farm. And these women would come there and give birth there, and the midwives would be, but it was essentially like a home birth, like natural, minimal intervention style of birthing. But the stories in that book are so powerful.
Yeah.
And I read them when I was preparing for my home birth because I needed to like remind myself that your body can do
Yeah.
this. It's what you're designed to do. I think you should read that book.
Yeah. I found going in with Ali, I was so naive.
Yeah.
Did not think too much about it. Didn't do any mental or physical prep at all. And I don't, see, to be honest, I don't think physical prep really matters more than your mental prep.
Yeah.
But this one, I'm like, no, I am going in the zone for this one. Like, and I've talked a bit about it on like TikTok and stuff, but I'm going to be mentally prepared for anything that's going to happen in there.
Have you done any hypnobirthing? Oh, you should do a wee bit. I love hypnobirthing.
Breathing.
It's breathing, yeah, but the whole concept is that if your body is relaxed, you feel less pain.
Yeah.
So that's how I managed my third birth at home with, like, I was in the water and I was breathing.
Yeah.
And it sounds like, I know you're all, I'd die, you wouldn't.
Is that bad day?
You wouldn't. You wouldn't, because it really is a mental thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not too late now for you to learn some of the breathing techniques, because
Yeah.
it'll really, regardless of whether you're having additional pain medication or whatever, it's still going to help you
Still your
stay
breathing.
calm and hopefully have a better experience.
Well, fingers crossed.
I use a hypnobirthing now, see if the winds are stressing me out. Any kind of life situation that's stressful, I do my hypnobirthing breathing. It's brilliant.
You're chill anyway then.
I'm not. No.
Oh, no.
No.
You could have done your hypno breathing the all night. Say nothing.
Saying nothing. Oh, I just cried. I don't do well with confrontation. And I can't believe you brought that up now. I need to explain it.
No, it's nobody's business. Let everybody keep guessing. You know how you are.
Oh, how did you get started in TikTok? What made you do that?
Do you know what actually oh my God. I just loved watching everybody else, right? Really loved it. And then when Ali was 3 months old, literally like the day she turned 3 months old, I was sitting in with my mum and dad and I just started crying. And I was crying and crying. And my mom was like, "Oh, are you all right, Pat? You like, what's wrong with you?" I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, nothing was wrong. Do you know what I mean? And then mum was like, "Do you think you've a wee bit of postpartum depression?" I was like, "Oh, yes." Do you know, because my mom would clock it way quicker than I would even think of it. So that was okay. And then I remember, this is so random, but Anna Olivia had done a vlog of like going to the dump and doing all these things, and she had wee Rain like a couple of months after me, I think. And I remember watching it and I was like, all I've done today was go out for a walk. You know, and she's went and done all this, and she's 3 children, I have only 1. And I had put up a 6-second video of like, not even me talking, like just me, a video of me holding Ali, and like the words on it, like, Olivia's done all this and I've went for a walk. Do you know, you feel like shit because you compare yourself all the time when you shouldn't. And I got 2 hate comments under it, right? And I was like, this was like, I'd posted the odd wee video on TikTok, but like not talking. I wasn't even in the videos. And I got 2 hate comments, and see the next day, I thought, fuck them haters. I went on and I done a video. I thought, I have 2 fucking hate comments. I have like 30 followers that is like my friends. Do you know, how am I getting hate comments like from trolls already? Like, I've only posted 1 video. And then the way, whatever, it must have been whatever way I'd said the video. Next thing I got, I think I woke up the next day and I had like 200 followers from me slobbering about trolls. And then Holly the Destroyer, this is so random. Holly the Destroyer had messaged me and was like, you need to keep posting videos. And I was like, me? Like, I am so boring. Like, I don't, it's like Groundhog Day every day for me. And I was like, fuck it. So just every day I went on when I was out for my walk and talked absolute shite. And every day I was going on and there was an extra 100 followers and an extra 100 followers. And I was like, what is going on? And then I think when I'd got to 2,000 followers, Linda Stinson had reached out from Ballymanta, and that's how I started working with them. And it was then when I was like, I can make enough money doing this. Now, not nowhere near as much as what I would have made in my job, but I was like, I can stay at home with my daughter. And that's what my whole reason for is, to be able to stay at home with Ali, and obviously this one as well. And it's just, thank God it's worked out so far, but you never know what could happen.
Well, it's a funny industry, isn't it? But I think, Anna, like people love you because you are so authentically yourself. Like, this is my first time meeting you, but I feel like I know you.
Oh, I love that though.
Aye.
I do love that. Cause like, see, I would have bad anxiety, not as much anymore because very medicated for it. I'm not afraid to say that. Like, I don't care. Like, even staying, like I went on sertraline because of Ali after having Ali. And I'm still on it now, even though like a lot of people would be like, oh, you're pregnant, you know, you can't do it. And I'm like, there's not going to be no baby if I'm not mentally well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how am I supposed to look after a child? But I don't know. I just love the crack, and I love meeting people like face to face. Whereas that would have scared the absolute shite out of me. But see now, I'm like, oh my God, hey, like, oh, I follow you and all. Like, I am everybody's biggest fan girl, going up to them when I see them. Like, it's just a bit of crack. It's really not that serious. Like,
No, but I think you're everybody's biggest fangirl in general. Like, I just think you're a really nice person, and that's why people relate to you, and that's why people want to follow along. Like, I was having a wee look through your TikTok there. I don't really do TikTok so much myself anymore.
I've kind of cut back too.
It's a bit of a toxic environment, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I did have a wee scroll through, and I was like, gee, like your videos get such good engagement. Like, every single video is like loads of likes, loads of comments. Like, people, all the salesy ones are always going to dip a wee bit, aren't they? Nobody likes to see us selling anything.
But I don't care. Like, it used to annoy me, but I'm like, these brands are paying me to do the ads. That's just keeping me at home with my child.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do that. Obviously, if it's something I love, but you're just, you know, you're not going to get the same engagement on it, and that's fine. Like,
but you know what I always notice? There's always a few that'll see it and they'll engage with it just because they know. I do it when I see somebody else's. Your ma.
hey ma.
That's but brilliant. Is that what you need? Like, I just feel like that is, as you say, you couldn't do this as a job. You couldn't stay home with your children and post all the videos that people want to watch if you weren't working with some brands.
If it wasn't for them ads, I know people get so pissed off. Like, oh, I've seen this same ad 20 times today from 20 different people, and I'm like, lots of people make a lakh of pound. Like, I think it's class. Like, there's times I see girls doing ads with like, I don't want to name names.
Sorry.
Like Lauren Clark. I don't know if you follow her. She's the running girl from Bangor. I love Lauren. And me and her like became friends when I had started running, obviously before this. But, and I remember she done an ad, I think it was for New Balls. Like, fucking New Balls. I was like, that is class. And I texted her and all, like, private messaged her. I was like, Lauren, could you have ever pictured yourself doing an ad for New Balls? Like, that's unreal. It's unreal. I love seeing it.
New Balance, if you happen to see this.
Let me know.
Anna's waiting.
I know, but you know what I mean? I think it's class, especially when it's like somebody who's not, does mainly beauty. Sorry, I keep hitting that wire.
Right.
You know, it's always like so, like random things. And like she's been flew out to do like marathons with like the Runna app and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's class. It's so niche.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas I feel like the whole of Northern Ireland is just all beauty.
Yeah.
Do you know, which I love, like fair play, get your money off them brands because they have it. But like, see when you see like a big random ass ad, I'm like, yes. I love it. Love it. I think it's class.
It is. It is. But it's great to see people doing well.
Yeah.
And I think that's what sets you apart from, as you said earlier, you got hate comments. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't like what you're doing, doesn't want to see you doing well. Sure, they keep the engagement up as
I
well.
love the block button these days.
The block button. Took me a while to find that, you know.
Oh no.
On TikTok. I genuinely
Couldn't find it.
And sure, one of my videos that went really kind of, I wouldn't say viral, but it did well and it brought a lot of people to my TikTok because I was always an Instagram girl. I always preferred it.
Instagram's a lot nicer.
It's a, less hostile environment, I find. So I had put something, it was a trip, I did an ad, it was like TikTok shop, trip drinks video. Yeah. And I actually genuinely just happened to be putting my groceries away and I record like vloggy sort of stuff anyway. And I came across 2 trip drinks in the cupboard that I forgot were there and I was pure buzzing. So I made this wee silly video talking about how like, oh, as promised, this has a happy ending. And I'm telling the story of how I was feeling and I was looking to open a bottle of wine and on a weeknight my husband was like, don't do that, you'll drink the whole bottle.
Sorry, it is perfectly okay to have a bottle of wine on a weeknight. Because if this child comes on a Monday, I'll be black Tuesday. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. Give me a week or so.
But no, and it is fine. It is fine
100%.
if you want to do that. But I was at the time anyway, I found these trip drinks and I was delighted. Made the silly video. And some doll took wild dislike to this video.
Oh, people give me the shit.
Like she really hated it. And like and the video did well. I think I made about £700 off submission.
Unreal.
I know it was because of the people that were engaging with it. It did amazing. I've never made as much from a TikTok shop video in my life.
Class.
It was the first one I ever did and I was like, class. I was like, this is going to be my new career. It didn't work out that way.
TikTok shops.
It's
Give or take, like.
But then anyway, this doll didn't like it. And then she was like really getting at me in the comments. And then I made a reply video to her. Her name was Fiona. Hey,
Fiona, if you're watching, you need a trip drink, don't you? Fucking calm down. What's wrong with people? Anyway, go on.
But you know what? The reply video, a bit like yours, like it just took off.
Yeah.
Rory McGivern, I'm pretty sure he liked it or reposted it, and I was all, I've made it.
But like, it's
I have
funny.
made it.
Like, it depends. There is some really nasty comments. Like, even whenever I must have been about 10 weeks pregnant, obviously hadn't said. And like, this fella, absolute asshole, just kept commenting under every one of my videos. You're piling the weight on. You're doing this. You're blah, blah. And I was like, fucking pregnant. But I kept fucking saying, you know, like, actually take a day off. But then I just blocked him. But then there was one, you know what I love? When people start backtracking, right? There was one night, you know, half my videos are piss takes, like they really are. And I had done a video one night of like, dish up girl dinner with me. Like, this is the nicest dinner I've made in a long time. James as well, blah, blah. It was fucking bird's eye chicken dippers, right? That was it. And I'm going to give you the recipe and all. And this woman commented, I never forget it, commented and was like, just another useless influencer, fucking blah, blah, yapping away. And I replied, done a video reply. And you know, whenever you pretend to read the comment out, but you say something totally different. So her comment was all just, no, useless bitch, whatever. And I was reading the comment off screen and I says, please drop the recipe on it, looks unreal, blah, blah. And then I said in the video, I was like, have a laugh. I actually have a laugh. And next thing she commented, my account was hacked. I would never comment anything like that. And everybody in the comments was all, yes, you would. You've been in my fucking comments before, you happen to tell you. And I'm all, you're making an absolute dick of yourself right now. Have a laugh. It's really not that deep. Like,
No.
it's not that serious.
No.
But it's good. It's fun.
It's good crack, guy.
Let them work away.
Let them work away. Like, can you imagine how annoyed those people must get when you pop up my feed?
So annoyed.
Like, they need to figure out the block button.
Yeah, and I know that's why there is people I've had to block before if they've like constantly commented or constantly made videos about me, and I'm just like, you're going to hate this, but I'm going to block you, so now you can't see.
Yeah.
And you're going to be absolutely triggered. But then there's just some that don't expect you to bite back, and whatever you do and you make a joke of them,
Yeah.
then they're like, oh, that wasn't me, and it fucking was you.
But you have a class sense of humour, so you can do that and make it funny. I feel like I'm not funny enough for you to get away with that.
I am hilarious.
You are hilarious. And I love that you know that.
That's funny, that's pregnancy, you know.
No.
No, I don't think I have, babe.
It must be the child is stealing the funniness.
I think so. It's
gonna
going to be fun.
hilarious. Do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
No idea. I didn't find out well either, so
That's nice to have a surprise, isn't it?
I need a surprise. I need someone to keep me going, like, do you know what I mean? So I've no idea.
No idea.
I'll be shocked if it's a girl. Do you know? Because like there's a lot of boys in our family. Like I near died when they said Ali was a girl. I couldn't believe it. So I'll be shocked, extra shocked if it's an all girl.
I feel like it's a boy.
Do you?
But you're wearing a blue t-shirt today and I'm easily
What's it? My
influenced,
pink
so-
jacket laying on the floor.
Oh, anybody's getting... No, I don't know. It's just the energy I'm getting from you. And by the time this episode comes out, we'll probably know.
You probably will know.
So
That gives me.
can I do another version where I say, I'm sure it's a girl? And then Simon,
No.
Simon will cut on
No.
the one.
No. I'll tell everybody. I'll be straight in the comments. You fucking liar.
Oh dear. So this podcast, right? It's called Mad About Herself. I feel like actually you are a bit mad about yourself, aren't you? Do you love yourself?
Mad. I wouldn't say it. It's hard. Like definitely not always love myself. Like there's times, not as recently. I would say like before TikTok, I wouldn't have even wanted to be my friend. Do you know that kind of way? Whereas now, Searchline, James grounds me so shocking where I'm like, I actually, like, you need to love yourself. You have to, because how can anybody else love you? But there is still days where I'm like, you feel like you're not good enough and stupid shite. I can't even blame hormones because that's just any time. But I think that's just women,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. So James, when did you meet?
We met, we've been together near 6 years.
How did you meet him?
Hinge.
Hinge.
So Hinge, if you're watching, you can send us on a holiday or something.
Actually, do you know what? I met my husband on Tinder. So can we reach out to them as well?
Yeah.
See who's...
Although Tinder for me, shocking.
Oh, shit. I had no good experiences on there until I met my husband. It was a fluke. I completed Tinder in London. Like, you think it's impossible? I was swiping away there for a solid year. Awful. Awful experiences.
Well, we matched with James. I matched with James. We matched. And James only lived like 10 minutes away from me. I'd never heard of him.
Really?
Swear to God. Never heard of him. Didn't know he existed.
So tell me about Hinge, because I only ever used Tinder. This was about nearly nine-ish years ago, I think.
I can't remember. I think it's just kind of the same. I honestly can't remember.
Is it still like focused on your looks? Is it like, oh, you're alright?
Oh, no,
you're
well,
alright?
actually, I remember with Hinge, I never took it seriously because I had so many fails. But it would like ask you questions for you to answer, so it would be on your profile. And like, I remember now, this is, I don't know if people's going to take offense to this, but like, it was always like, where's your ideal first date? And I would have said McDonald's. What's your favourite meal? McDonald's. Like, I was so pissed off at this point with like men. I was like, I'm giving you nothing. So all the answers to my questions was McDonald's. And then obviously James liked that answer. And we went to McDonald's for our first date.
Did you?
Yeah. We were supposed to go for a walk and it started out the tiniest spittle and we were both like, we'll go get a wee chicken nugget. And I was like, yeah.
Happy days.
So it was brilliant.
Brilliant. You do seem very well matched. I enjoy the videos you do together.
A lot of people do. Like, say if me and James are out together and somebody says anything to me, they'll say, I recognise James first. And I'm like, he doesn't even fucking post. Do you know what I mean? But everybody loves it. I did have one nasty comment about James and it really triggered me because I don't care. See, if you talk about me, that's fine. But like, don't talk about, like, James doesn't post on social media. I love that man, but like, that's not him. And like, God love him, I rope him into some of my videos. It depends. He will say no to some. And somebody wrote a comment and was like, he's not good enough for you. He just tears you down all the time and blah, blah. And I was like, the reason I'm honestly still alive is because of James, because of how much he has brought me up and like how much he's made me fall in love with myself again, like the way he treats me. I would die for James. I love him. He's my best friend and he's just the nicest creature in the world. And see, whenever she said that, I was like, you don't fucking know him. And I was so angry. So angry because I was like, you're seeing 30 seconds of us making a coffee a day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And people just give me the
part of the reason I came away from TikTok is that as well. I had people saying things about Aaron, and Aaron, I have to really convince him to get in a video. Like, he's not a public kind of guy at all, but people do like seeing him every now and
people
then.
like to see like your life. Do you know, and that's how you're with. But that's the one bad comment.
But it's well hurtful, isn't it? It's more hurtful, as you say.
Yeah.
Like, I was devastated because I knew that would hurt him, and he didn't ask for that.
Yeah,
He didn't ask for any of this.
Because James very rarely would say a bad word about anybody. Do you know, that creator wouldn't hurt a fly. Like, he's so sad. Like, me and him are total opposites. Like, I am so wound up and he is horizontal. Like, he does not care, but he brings me down to earth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the best way possible.
Yeah.
And like, what other man would let me quit my job to start posting stupid videos, do you know, and encourage me to keep going and like helping me with that? Do you know what I mean? There's not many would do that now. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Love you.
Oh, I love that.
And he's away with my child. So
I know, it's not great. Like, we've 3 now, and I'll go do things and be places, and people are like, "Where's Aaron?" And I'm like, "He's at home with his children."
Yeah. I very rarely get out, to be honest, because obviously James working full time, so I'm with Ali all the time.
But you're also pregnant at the minute.
I know.
That'll change whenever.
Oh, I'll be away.
You'll be away.
I'll be away.
Where do you like to go out?
We don't really go out. My favourite thing is sitting, say, on a Friday night and a bottle of wine and me and James lying up watching TV. Like, that is our go-to every week. Well, obviously not now, but every week that's what we would do. Or else me and my family so close, and there's like a lot of us, so we would go to my mum and dad's, sit out the backyard in the summer, barbecue, they've pool up for the children, you know, and me, I'd be in it too, and a wee tin of something. I love it. That's what I love. But we've back to go to Luke Combs now in July, and I know there's going to be people yapping in comments about me leaving a newborn, because it could be 6 weeks or 8 weeks old. I don't know how old, but I don't give a fuck. I am not listening to Luke Combs, no harm.
No, 8 weeks, 6 or 8 weeks is plenty.
The child will be dead on. They'll be grand. With my mummy, obviously.
You're not going to
Leave them they like fucking dog, mind the children. Do you know what I mean? But
no.
I don't know, people are going to go mad about it, but I don't care. Like, you still need to be you. You're not just a ma. And that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. Do you feel like you lost yourself a wee bit after you had Ellie, like when you were a bit depressed? And
yes, but you're trying to find the new you, because like, I was working full time in a job. I didn't mind it, do you know, and I really liked the people that I worked with, and then next thing you're off maternity, the people you work with don't care. Nobody's coming to visit you. Nobody cares about you anymore. Whereas I found when you're pregnant for the first time, everybody's doting on you. Oh, don't be lifting that, you're alright. See a second you have a child, nobody gives a fuck. And that's the truth. That's just the way it goes. And like, I feel like that's kind of what knocked me back. Like, nobody cared, and like, nobody noticed how you weren't there anymore. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like now I've found myself, like, and I feel a lot more confident in a lot of different things now. Do you know?
yeah. You do strike me as someone who is confident, but I know sometimes, no, that's it. Sometimes, like, I don't know, I don't think I come across as confident, but every now and then people would say to me, "Oh, you seem like you're," and I feel like
It's
inside
hard to
it's
know.
really hard.
Yeah, but you're only seeing 5 minutes out of somebody's full day online, like, if even.
That's where the poor man, like, Aaron has to be there when I'm not switched on, and like he said that to me before. He's like, you know, sometimes you don't realise that doing what you do and being public facing in your job can drain the life out of you, and you don't often have much left, you know, to give the people who are around you, like children or like my husband.
I feel like that's maybe why, like, I don't be, like, I'm not super busy with social media, like, I'm really not. So a lot of the time it is just me at home being a mum.
Yeah.
And that's my life. And then the very odd time, you know, you'll get an invite to Be Perfect launch party, and you'll go out and you're living Hannah Montana, but you're very soon you're back to Miley. Do you know, which I love, but people seem to think that you're living this big glamorous lifestyle, and I'm like, oh, tell me where. I'd love to know.
Do people recognise you in the street now, Hannah, when you're out and about?
Yeah, but like, not. I feel like I'm very approachable.
Yeah.
Which I love. So like, but oh, fuck me. Here we go. One of her son just twigs a memory. So like, if I go to Rushmere, I love Rushmere, and I go even just to get out for an hour with Ali, and I would get a load of women like would come up and be like, oh, well, Anna, do you know, I love watching it. I'm like, oh, hello, you know, big hug and all. And I remember walking out of Dunn's one day, and I was standing Ali in the pram, and this woman, like an older woman, stopped me and was like, I love watching your videos. I was like, oh my God, like, thanks so much. Because I have a wide variety of age of women, like, on. And she was like, you need to stop cursing in your videos. And I turned around, I literally took Ali and walked away. And like, as I said to you before we started, like, I am trying to cut back, but I'm not going to change who I am either. And I've had comments before, this was way at the start, of people saying like, you've just ruined that video with your cursing. And I remember replying to the comment and was like, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have had that fucking video. Do you know what I mean? Like, how did I ruin the video? Because me in it, when it was my video. But I am trying to cut back.
I swear a lot as well, like, and I don't actually, to me, I don't get offended when people use curse words.
No.
I think they can actually really make a sentence sometimes. Like, they can,
1,000,000%. And like, I
if they're used in an appropriate manner, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be just throwing it into every sentence.
No, but I am trying to cut back because I know Ali's wee ears
Yes.
are going to start picking up. So I will cut back. But there is times where I think that video would have been so much more funnier if I had said fuck. Do you know what I mean?
I thought you were going to say the opposite. We're like,
No.
no, it's so much funnier if I
No,
hadn't it.
it's never funnier without cursing. It's always funnier with it. Like,
Probably will get a wee bit of hate for this because there are people who feel so strongly about it.
and that's fair enough. But I say to me personally, I don't see a problem with it. It's a word. It's not hurtful. You're not calling somebody a name.
No.
Do you know? But again, I am trying to cut back. But
Depends on the curse word, though. We're both
It
talking
depends on
about
the
the F
curse word,
word, really,
I know.
aren't we? I love the F word.
But even like James wouldn't curse really or anything. And
Is that your favourite one? Aye, your face lit up there.
fuck? You have a beep beep beep. That's all.
Well, not of any clips.
I know. I just
Put
not
that on
looking at
social
each
media.
other.
Oh, well, you can, but I think that's why sometimes some of my videos don't do very well, and I'm like, oh, is it because I use too much colourful language?
I don't think
Then
so.
you do, and yours are fine. People just don't like me.
It's probably people all shocked just coming out of your mouth. So it's
do you
probably
think?
proper looking, and then there's me coming on.
Do you think I'm prim and proper?
You're just very well put together. And the love, like, that's a nice compliment.
But I
You're
bet
very
about
well put
in my videos in my pajamas. Do you not see them ones? Like, I'm always in.
do, but like, are they matching? Mine don't match. You're well put together. If you have matching jammies on at all times.
Fair enough.
Do you
Not
wash
all
them every
times. Pass. No.
I think, do you think I would wash mine every day?
I don't know. I thought
I
thought
know.
you were judging me there. No.
No.
Like if it's really hot, like, or if I've had tan on, or no, if they're sweaty in the morning, like, they would go straight in the wash. But if
I
they're-
see him. Same here.
Here, I heard people talk about this recently. When you're in the shower, do you wash your legs?
Yep.
Do you?
Yep.
Like, you make a conscious effort to wash your
I
legs?
actually had this conversation, honest to God, about 8 years ago with a girl in an old job of mine. If she is listening to this, she will know this is about her. And I remember us talking about people washing their feet. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, do you not wash your feet? And she was like, no, so the soap runs down. So, do you not fucking scrub your feet? See, if I get into the shower, now I would have like that strawberry skin, like on my arms and legs. So I don't know. I don't feel clean. But I have one of them African nets, right? Have you ever had one?
No.
Oh, you're missing out, right? Like 99p off Amazon. But the African nets, any body wash, and I up here, and then you can get your back because they're like long. But I put
Scrub your
it
legs?
down my legs and my feet.
Can you send me a link for that? Because I don't.
Yeah.
I do wash my feet, but I wouldn't like.
Would you not
rub my leg? No.
Would you
No. Like, if I'm exfoliating.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll exfoliate and shave.
Yeah.
Oh, like, they're getting a good scrub then. But no, I sure sometimes 2-3 times a day.
That's not me, by the way.
But I
Once a night, once
No.
every other night.
like not on a regular. Like, usually I'll shower in the morning and in the evening. I like
That
showering.
wouldn't be me.
Wouldn't know.
No. And do you know what? This is going to sound disgusting, but I know there's going to be a lot of people that will agree with this, like, will understand this. But like, see, after I had Ali, you were lucky if I was getting a shower like every 3 days.
But that's different, Anna.
I know, but this went on for like too long to the point where I was like, I can't even blame that child
Yeah.
anymore for this. Like, this is all me. So whenever, like, literally the new year, I was like, James, I'm going to get showered every single night. And I think I've missed maybe like 4 nights from the new year. Like, obviously not washing my hair every night, but I would still, like, my whole body is washed. So I promise I don't smell in real life.
I can assure you, she does not smell it.
You're fucking rotten when I leave.
But you know what? I switched to natural deodorant as well, and you do feel a wee bit sweaty sometimes with that. So that's why I like shower in the evening as well as the morning.
I love
because,
the,
like
what do you call it?
fussy.
No. It's not Michelin.
Mitchum. See, that's what I always used, right? And then I got the Yucca app and I scanned it. It's really bad for you. You're raging now, I told you that, aren't you?
No, because do you
You
know
don't
what?
care?
People's doing drugs. That's what I think about everything. Like, do you know whenever you say, fucking need this, do you ever see that? It's like, can you stop eating the crisps? Like, I'd be sitting playing Candy Crush and James was always, you ever quit? And I'm all, James, people out there doing cocaine right now. I am
Quick
playing
Candy Crush.
fucking Candy Crush.
I never got into it because I have an addictive personality and you would never see me again.
See, whenever I get closer to the end of a pregnancy, I'm just addicted to like wee games to keep my mind occupied. But that's how I would refer things to, like people's doing drugs.
Oh, as long as
It's
you're not
all
doing
right.
drugs, you're all
That's it, yeah.
yeah. Fair enough.
My opinion. Well, like if you do whatever you want, but not me.
No,
Not for me.
no. Well, not for me either. Not these days anyway. I had
Go ahead, girl.
when I was
Why, child?
I was a wild child.
See, I wasn't. Oh no, I was, but like we like drank.
Well, I was just a wild child in general, and now I have 3 children, and I pray every day that they're like my husband and not like me, because he grew up in the countryside, he played football, and he's just always a wild good boy. Didn't break his pledge as far as I know. Like,
It has 14 in the field, blocked in Armagh, like. But see, I was in the third child. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the third child. Do you know what I mean? Love you, mum. Mum knows. She knows. She knows. Like, I remember my 16th birthday party out my mum and dad's backyard, and my ma had bought me 2 big bottles of Smirnoff Ice.
Right.
Do you know? Because she was like, "Oh, here's your wee, for your wee house party," and like they were in the house all night. All my friends were landing up with bottles of Buckfast and 10 Mayfair Dark for me. I was 16, like. I still have the
Mayfair
photos.
Dark, not Mayfair Lights.
Mayfair Dark.
Ugh.
I know.
That's the part I'm judging you on there.
My ma sitting 2 wee bottles for an off face and everybody coming in with bottles of Buckfast for me and figs, and I was like, this is class.
You don't smoke now, obviously not now, but
No, I haven't had a cigarette and I honestly don't know how long. I'm probably not. Do you know what actually? Yes, there was one night after I had Ali. I think it was like the night I had my first drink, and I was with my mum and dad, my brothers, everybody out the back, and they're having a barbecue. And do you know whenever you just smell it? And I had said to my bro, I was like, "Oh, give me one of them." I think I had like 2 puffs, and I was like, "That's fucking rotten."
yeah.
So that's me.
Well, in fairness, I used to smoke as well years and years and years ago, and the only time I would ever now is if I've had too many drinks. And a bit like yourself, you like the idea of it, and then you're like, ugh.
That was the only time. So
And then I would get in the shower and wash my hair and all before bed because the thought of waking up with smoky hair.
when you're blacked,
oh, aye.
I've woke up with bits of like a Subway sandwich and all in my hair. Like, I'm not getting a shower when I'm black. I fucking drown.
No, I love it. I love giving it because it's the only way. If I tried to wash my face drunk and get the makeup off, I couldn't do it right. So I have to get right in the shower.
All right.
No, I can't.
Akalala. See, this is why people think you're prim and proper.
But do you not? Does your bed covers not be bogging in the morning? Like it's.
Show them in the wash.
Well, see, I hate washing the bed covers. That's where
Everybody
I am
does.
a minger when it comes to that. I don't do it anywhere near enough. I don't think.
Oh, no, me either. But just because I blame the child. And James, every time I said, James, will you put the bed sheets on? And I'm all, oh, God forbid, one thing I'm asking you to do.
Somebody messaged me on Instagram recently and she told me her secret and she says I just struck the bed and then wait for my husband to go to bed and then he has to.
James would fucking murder me. James always says, come on, give me a hand. Come on, give me a hand.
I
will
won't do that.
We will fall out. Like,
He would feel I'll do the pillowcases and you do the duvet and I'm like that's not fair.
do you ever see the TikTok of like your man helping you out around the house and it's him the whole way trying to put the cushion into the cushion cover and you have fucking everything bleached and hoovered, mopped and him still trying to make the bed? That's real life.
No, I can't say that now because Aaron is probably better at housework than I am these days. More consistent, not better. Like he does so much in this house. He'll be delighted that I said this because I think I probably don't say it enough. I don't say it enough to him. But he does. I get so overwhelmed with housework. Like I'm all or nothing.
Yeah.
If I'm doing it, it's going to be done to perfection. But then I'm going to be burnt out like my arse for a week and nothing
But
else
that's
gets
it. That's
done.
the way it goes. But see now, like James would be like very neat freak.
Yeah.
So like anything sitting out in the band, she's like, right, need to move that. But James, I love you. You cannot clean for shit. Not a mission, like shocking. So like I'll clean, but like I used to do every Saturday morning I woke up and I had done the whole house top to bottom. Say now, if downstairs gets cleaned once a week, I'm happy. I do not care. Nobody is in my house. It's me, James, and the child and the dog. That is literally, nobody comes to visit. Like, nobody's looking at us.
Oh.
And like, my camera quality isn't that good on TikTok for you to see the fucking dust led everywhere. So we're all right.
We're all right. And you can always move the angles too. Like if I've ever ads to do, I'm like, great, find a tidy spot.
Oh, you want to see the cut of me in my spare room trying to find a fucking clear background that like no washing in it or rubbish or anything. I'm like, oh.
Some days I just can't be bothered. I just leave it in there. It's
But
real life.
that's real life.
Real life.
That's what people want to say.
It is. Simon didn't put up his wee handy dandy timer. I have no idea how we're doing for time today.
Only 6 months.
I could sit here this today.
So could I. I don't know if people would listen for another 5 hours, but we could
You
give it
never
a go. So what was I going to say? We've talked about confidence. Where do you think that comes from now? You've said with James. How did you get on at school? What we like at school?
Oh, I hate it. I hated it.
Did you?
I was like, I loved school, like learning and stuff. Like I was quite smart, but I went to an all girls school. I actually went to the same school as like Anne Olivia and Emma Kearney and all.
Right.
And it was just very, very bitchy, obviously. Which like I did love it, and then there was one friend that I had, and me and her had fell out, and then I was so depressed in school years. Like this was my last year in like upper six, and I stopped going in the December, I think it was, because I couldn't. Do you know, I could not bring myself to get out of bed, and like my teachers were really nice about it because it's not the first time they've seen it in an all girls school, and it's not the last time. So I didn't go to school from December, and then I just went in and done my exams in like June, and that was me finished with school. But like that girl that like we fell out, like she follows me now, and like we've messaged, like we never even talked about it because at the same time she was young too. Like people do change, but like when you're in a situation like that and people react like that, it doesn't mean they're going to react the same way now. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't care anymore, but I did hate it at the time. I really, really hated it.
I don't think I could have coped with an all girls school. I went to mixed school, but to be fair, most of my friends, I had a pretty good balance of like male and female friends, but I didn't have a close group. You know, when like I look at other people and they've got like a core group of female friends that they've had their whole life.
Yeah.
I'm like, I never really had that.
See, I don't have that either. Whereas I went to tech then for a year after, met one of my best friends, Julie. She will definitely listen to this.
Oh,
But
Julie.
Hi Julie. She is literally one of my best friends. Now we can go months and months without seeing each other, but she'll be on the other end of the phone if I need her, vice versa. And like we're hoping to meet up like next week, and it'll just be like nothing happened. And then I have one friend from school, same thing. We can go months and months. Like I remember my hen party. It was everybody was like round. Nobody knew each other. Do you know that kind of way? Because you've just wee friends from here, there, and everywhere. But quality over quantity. How do you think about that? I much rather quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Big time.
Me too. But you say that about hen parties. There was 30 people at my hen party, right? But
I don't even know 30 people.
But I had my 2 grannies, all my aunties, my cousins.
Class.
And then like my friends, but a bit like you, they were like, you know, a wee group of friends here, like these 2 from school and these 2 from there. And they all got on great. But it was a very random bunch of people. And I think that's nice because I have good, strong connections with the people that
like say our wedding, their table, I had all our friends, like our friend group, who nobody knew each other, but everybody at one table. I wish I was sitting there. Do you know, on the top table, I was looking down going, fuck, I wish I was sitting there. And they were laughing, roaring, and I was sitting up at the top going, fucking come on, let me get down, have a bit of crack.
I know that's probably the first time they would have all been together. Like, you must start.
Great. Julie's husband, William, who'll probably be listening today, he had to go to bed for a while.
Did he?
Yeah, I think it was before the main, I think. And then I think somebody woke him up like at the end of the night. Oh, no, he did. He made an appearance. He was blocked.
Did it, was he?
I love that. Class. Get everybody blocked. Blocked too.
Where was your wedding?
Slave Russell.
Oh, beautiful.
We got married in there and all as well.
Gorgeous.
Class.
I've actually never been. I want to go because
It is lovely.
they have a good golf course and my husband loves a bit of golf, so I'm going to go.
Boring.
I'm going to go to the spa.
Oh, I.
Hey, let's go to
Spa's
the
nice.
golf. Is it?
Didn't I see pools and stuff?
I know it's
Sleep
been on.
Russell, if you're listening.
I know it's been on my list for a few years now. I would love to go. And Aaron loves a bit of golf. He doesn't mind if it's 9 holes or 18 holes. Jeepers, we're doing a lot of plugging
I
here.
know. But
Really pack
you
that in.
don't get. I'm
People-
a big believer in that.
People don't like influencers and content creators because they think that's what they do.
But if you don't ask, you don't get.
Well, this
Do you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Would you ever work with a management agency?
The only ones that seem to be in my friggin' emails is like ones from China that are like all fake, and I'm all,
Oh,
huh? I think I would love it because I know people would say like, oh, you need a message
yeah.
to places. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I just don't have time. Not that I'm fully booked. I'm a fucking child and
Yeah.
I have no brain cells right now. But I think it would be good.
So I signed with a management agency.
Did you?
because yeah.
Right? Tell me all.
Tell me all. I didn't really. I kind of mentioned it on one of the platforms, but I didn't really want to make a big deal out of it because I wanted to wait and see how it went, But
Yeah.
like yourself, I don't do much outreach. Like in the past, if there was a brand I really, really loved and I wanted to do something with them, I might have sent them a wee DM, but I wouldn't have sat. And like I have friends who do this for a job and they will sit with a spreadsheet and they'll contact and they'll have an hour once a week where they sit and they reach out to their brands and stuff. I never did that. I was never organised like that.
No, I'm saying.
So any money I made was like pure chance that it happened to come to me or I happened to reach out, but it was never like, there was no strategy, no structure, and it probably wasn't a sustainable way for me to build an income.
Yeah.
So then this management agency reached out and I thought, you know what, firstly, they take 20% of your earnings,
Yeah.
which is like a lot, but the way I
Big
seen it,
chunk. You wouldn't have had them.
you're
without
taking
them.
you're taking 20% of what I don't currently have, so work away.
100%.
Work away.
Yeah.
For me, it's brilliant because I actually am doing more paid work now than I ever was, and it's freed me up to be able to do things like start this podcast.
Yeah.
Because I'm not worrying about like
100%.
where am I going to have work next month because it's somebody else is reaching out, getting it,
Yeah.
and sending me through. I'm very fussy as well, but
But you should be. You should.
but sometimes I think if I had no morals, if I wasn't fussy, I could be making a clean fortune.
Oh, absolutely. Like I probably peaked way too soon with TikTok. Like getting all these brand deals, and now it's like the Sahara. But like I have my monthly retainers that keep me going. So like I'm happy with them now. Like it's not even half of what I was paid like for full time work, but it keeps me at home with Fally. But you just tighten your belt. Like I'm not living this big lavish lifestyle at all. But like as you say, like there's brand, like I don't want to name.
It's all right. We've
We'll bleep it out.
if it's not, is my light gone out?
Speaking of TV.
I did not buy that in Temu, but is my electric okay?
Well, them lights are all on. Do you want me to turn this off and on again?
For anyone who's not watching, the Mad About Herself podcast sign has just gone out.
That's because we're talking about
Turn
TV.
it off because I can hear.
Switch it off. What one is it? Or we're like,
That good shout. Anyway, I said no Temu as well. I went when I signed with the management. I was like, no Temu, no Shein, no. I don't know if you've worked with this brand, but
okay.
no, this is one a lot of people work with, and I don't want to judge anybody for working with them. HelloFresh. Do you work with them?
No.
I did for a while, and they pay very well, and it's free food. Love free food. They have a bad reputation for how they treat their staff.
Oh.
And there was a bit of a controversy, and then my best friend sent it to me, and I'm going to be totally honest, when she sent it to me, I thought, oh, I wish you hadn't sent me that. Because I was happier
knowing.
I was happier not knowing and just taking the money, and I loved the food, I loved it, but I had to reach out to them and just say, look, I can't, because it was this whole thing. They fired loads of staff for asking for like equal rights and workers' rights, whatever. Like you can look it up. But then whenever I put on my Instagram and I said, look, I'm not going to be working with them anymore. I've seen this news, blah blah blah. Loads of my followers reached out to me. I'm like, thank God you're not working with them anymore. there, and they told me all their terrible customer experiences, and I was like, why did nobody tell me when I was working with them? I suppose they just didn't want to
People
cut me
don't.
off.
Do you know, they don't want to put you off.
Yeah.
Like I done a video for Haku. That's way last year. And part of me, I was looking back, I thought, why the fuck did I even do that? And like Temu,
Did they pay a lot of money?
honestly, no,
No.
not a lot. And then Temu has been torturing me, and like it's got to do, they fucking messaged me on TikTok, messaged me on Instagram, blah blah, and they were offering me like £600 for 2 videos or something, and I'm like, shove your £600 up your hole, no harm. Your stuff's a load of shite. Do you know? I've never bought off it, so I'm not gonna go on and tell everybody, fuck, I've got all this shite off Temu. But again, say if you need that £600, go and fucking get it.
Aye.
Go and post it. I do not care what anybody else does. Like the way I look at, I care about what's under my roof and my 4 walls. Anything outside that, not my problem, not my business.
I think that's a really good attitude to have. I feel the same, and that's why I'm sometimes hesitant to talk about brands that I don't want to work with, because that's not me judging somebody else who does. Like,
No.
fair enough, as you say, if you want to take that money and do that,
Doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Work away.
I really do not care. Do you know what I mean? And like I find as well, like obviously the news is just pure shit right now. Not that I want to change this whole thing to the news, but like people's like, oh, why is influencers not coming on talking about it? I don't watch it. I don't read it. Again, what's under my roof and in my 4 walls, that is all I care about, because I mentally could not
No.
cope with everything else. So
And I think that's absolutely fair enough as well. I had, in 2016, I was really probably my most involved, like I was saying politically involved. That sounds really bad in Northern Ireland. You can't really say that. I was living in England. I was living in England and I was watching the news. That's my level of involvement, was literally just having an idea of what was going on in the world. And I had an actual mental breakdown because the whole Brexit referendum and all the discourse around that. And I was working with these girls, like there was Asian girls I worked with in Harvey Nichols, and they were coming into work crying because they were getting like verbally abused on the bus because of all the nonsense that was going on around that. And I took all that, like I'm a very empathetic person, I took all that there on board, and I had an actual mental breakdown that resulted in me like coming home and rebuilding my life. So I am very hesitant now, like 10 years on, I have an idea what's going on in the world. I'm not completely ignorant. I keep a bit of an idea of, you know, and I do speak out on things when they resonate with me, but you don't, it's not your responsibility. Like you're there living your life and sharing your wee videos, and fair enough.
I just want people to be able to come on and have a bit of crack. It can be so negative scrolling.
Yeah.
Whereas like even James would keep up with the news, like he would read the news every day, and even he says to me, he's like, Anna, you should know what's going on though. And I just keep saying, no, it's not my problem, it's not my business. Like, not that it's not my problem, I don't want people taking that the wrong way, but I can't, there's nothing I can do. Like, I'd done one video about that girl that was murdered down the road, but I, even in that video, I was like, I don't know nothing about it. Do you know, I haven't seen anything, I have no facts and details, but here's helplines. Like, if you need, that was all, like, 'cause that's all I can do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, as you said about having your mental breakdown about Brexit and all, direct, do you remember ISIS? That's so fucking random. Do you remember ISIS? I thought, I worked...
That was around the same time, was it not? It was a whole,
there were like
a lot of things.
Not bombing, but like, do you remember they'd done the thing on London Bridge?
Was it a knife attack?
I don't know, something like that, or like a car ramming. I worked in like Milford, right? Milford is a teeny, fuck me, there's a row of houses outside Armagh, that's Milford. I honestly was petrified to go to work because I thought ISIS were going to come get me in Milford.
Yeah.
No, they're not. And like, that's what my manager was like, Anna, they're not going to come here to you. But like in my head, I was like, no, it's going to happen to us. But like, that's just the way my head was processing.
But also, like, it was the time that we were living in, because I was working in England at the time and I was being taken on the training sessions.
Yeah.
Like, how do you cope in the middle of a terrorist attack, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they were using Northern Ireland as an example. And I was like, put my hand up, excuse me. I said, I'm actually from there and it's not like that anymore. Because they were saying, oh, you know, just last week this was happening, that was happening. I was like, you're a fearmonger and that's not true.
Yeah.
And then he went on to show a case study of something like it was a car bomb or something had actually been planted like the week before. But I think we're just so used to hearing things like that here. It maybe doesn't scare us as much. But all that at the time was really scary. And it was causing me to like not want to leave my house. And Mike, you're saying, oh, it's silly, I loved it, or I was working in Milford, but like, it doesn't matter if you're constantly being bombarded with negative messaging.
It gets into your head. Like, do you know, like, I find you hear a lot of people, you know, dying in car accidents over here, like young ones and stuff. And like I said to James, like, fuck me, like, it makes you not want to leave a house. Do you know, that's no way to live. I don't know, like, not that we want to get real deep into it, like, but
Very doom and gloom now, all of a sudden.
I know, I need to fucking park this thing up with you. But like, you wouldn't leave a house.
No.
So no, that's why I try to come on, have a bit of crack. So, and I said that in that video, like, I want people to come on to have a laugh, because there's so much negative news, bad news, negative people that come up on your feed page. Sometimes it's nice to have a wee break from it, isn't it?
But that's why I like looking at your stuff. I like that you're doing a service to people. You're bringing them a wee bit of happiness, a wee bit of joy in a world that is otherwise sometimes really doom and gloom. I love it. That's great. That's why I asked you to come on today, and here you are talking about all the doom and gloom.
And I'm so sorry.
I'm like, we'll get Anna on. She's great crack. That'll be lovely.
Us fucking.
Girl, do you remember ISIS?
Oh, fuck me. That is going to be a wee clip on its own, isn't it?
I don't know. So, I think we're nearly at our time, right? But you commented earlier on my lovely post box.
It is.
Do you know what it's for?
No, I've no idea, because you won't tell me that. You won't even tell me who's been on.
Sorry, hang on.
No.
I've got this wee book and this wee pen.
Right.
And this post box here is a magic post box, so it can transport letters back in time, or forward in time, which you would rather. But you're going to pick a time in your life, and you're going to write a wee letter to Anna. Now, not a full-on letter.
How long do I have here? Because
we're going to cut to like, we'll cut to like some kind of something.
Coming up in the ad break.
So, but like, not a full page, just whatever feels natural.
It on.
Write a wee letter, and I would like you to read it out if you're comfortable reading it out as well. I'm just giving you the heads up, because I had one guest didn't know and she panicked whenever she read. Hey, it's me. I just wanted to ask you a really quick favour. If you are one of the 94% of our listeners who haven't yet subscribed or followed to the Mad About Herself podcast, please take 2 seconds and go on and hit that follow or subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds for you, but it makes the biggest difference to us here and the quality of guests that we can continue getting on the show for you. I want you to get the most possible value out of every single episode, and you can do that by hitting follow or subscribe. And the best part of it all is it's absolutely free. Who did you write it to?
23-year-old me.
And what do you want to share it with us?
This was just before I met James. So this is a really, really bad place. And I'm going to tell her, you will be okay. You will have everything that you've ever prayed for. Because when am I ever going to meet somebody that loves me? Like, I just want to be a mum. I want to be a wife, have my own house, and just feel like myself again, be the person I want to be. And I feel like I am that now. You're worth more than you think, and you deserve to take up space in this world. And that's the same for everybody out there.
Thank you, Anna. That was so lovely.
Except the trolls.
So you can rip your page out now, and you're going to post it to 23-year-old Anna. How do you think she's going to feel getting that in the post?
I would love to go back to tell myself them things, because that creator was just so lost and needed so much help.
But sure, look at her now.
I know, flan, MILF. Doesn't get much better than that.
Anna, thank you so much for your time today, for coming,
for having me,
joining me, and for taking a chance, because when I asked you to do this, there was no name. There was no, there was, but you didn't know it.
I didn't even read half of that. I said,
yep.
Send me the address. I'll be there.
Brilliant. No, I really appreciate it. And best of luck for your upcoming birth and postpartum, and you'll be fine.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll send you the link to that book.
Do you? Oh, well, I get a wee nosy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.